First shiny is Cherry Stone Free. It's just a common, non-relevant shiny, not a lot to say. Next up is Creeper Queen, which is somewhat rare and can be evolved, which adds a little value. Next we have Crazy Ruby, just a shiny Crazy Diamond, another common shiny. Next up is Ender Crimson. The orb is about a 0.375% chance from trials. Not sure though, and since it has unique sounds and looks cool, that gives it extra value. Next up we have Great Moon, which is a 10% from Diary on White Snake. It gets a huge buff and value because it has an evolution that everyone wants, which also makes it harder to get a White Snake or Diary from trading. Well, next up is Killer Cold. Like the previous common shinies, it has very low value, and is just a rare skin. Next up we have Luca. It's around the same value as the other common shinies. Next up is Maiden Galaxy, which not only do you need one of the rarest shinies for, it's still a 1/3 chance to get it, and if you don't get it, you get White Snake, so your shiny is gone. In my opinion this should be the most valuable stand, but it is not. Well, next up is Manga King Crimson. It is a 1% from using a frog onto Armed Rtwoh, which is very rare. It's also one of the oldest shinies. Well anyways, next shiny is made on Hallows Eve. A 5% from using Diary on Sea Moon and a 20% chance with Diary on Great Moon, which makes it very rare. Next up is No Purple Haze. It is around the same value as Ender Crimson, but it is rarer as less people have MPH than Ender Crimson. Next up is Neo the World AU. The first rare on the list, because not only is it strong, it also has mediocre value and is pretty rare. Next up is Golden Cars. The demand for it has dropped recently, decreasing the value a bit, so I think it's just below Ender Crimson. Next up is our Spoh. It's pretty rare, and is very useful. That's pretty much all to say about it. Next up is our SP. Just the unevolved version of our Spoh. Has less value than Spoh, but since it's a good shiny it's above the common ones. Next up is Rtwoh Shadow the World. It is a 20% chance of getting with camera on a Vampire the World, and it also has high demand, so it's above Ender Crimson and Mono PH. Next up is Rtwoh. Pretty much just a Spoh but a little different. They are about equal in value. It just depends on preference. The same goes for Rtwoh and RSP. Next is Golden Soft and Wet. Another common shiny. Next up we have SP. Final Beatdown. Another common shiny, but since it's a Star Platinum one it has extra value. The same goes for the other Star Platinum shiny, which is Star Platinum, Ocean Breeze. Next we have Steve, the second rare shiny. It has a separate moveset from Spoh as it has Wall, which could add some value but IDK. It's just a rarer Spoh. Next up is the world's greatest high, which is a shiny variant of Vampire the World. It's somewhat hard to get, and it has Road Roller which is dope. Next up is Volcanic Gem, essentially just shiny golden experience, since it's new, and looks super cool. I'm gonna put it as the rarest shiny in the rare category. And finally, we have Shiny Tusk Act 4. To obtain it you need to do the same things as if you were trying to get normal Tusk Act 4, but instead it has a 12% chance of being a shiny one upon using the 4th corpse part, which makes it the rarest shiny in game. Now I fine-tuned the tier list a little and here's the final result.